Great. And in light of that, maybe you can talk a little bit about some of the events that are going on in the Harry Potter community in this final week as Deathly
Sure.
Hallows.
Just thinking where to start. To try to be a little more modest, I'll start with the largest thing going on, which is LeakyCon. LeakyCon is a tremendous, huge, enormous convention that's going on. Starting it's Wednesday. That it's in Florida. It's in the Universal theme park. They have a head count of something like 2,700 people. Now, a lot of my members ended up not going to LeakyCon because we wanted to celebrate the final movie at home with our close friends and to essentially keep it in New York City. So we have an enormous amount of events going on in New York because we have a slightly New York arrogant ideal behind this stuff, and we feel that if we're going to do events in New York, then we're going to make them big and we're going to make them New York. So we actually have our group ourselves have several events this week, and we're also helping other organizations throw events this week, primarily through promotion, but we're also attending many of them. If you give me a moment, I actually have to bring up a list because there's so much going on. Bear with me one moment. Okay, so the first thing is that, like, for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week, the trio, Rupert Grint, Emma Watson, Dan Radcliffe, have all been appearing on the Regis and Kelly show sporadically. I'm not sure what the order is because I had the order list and then it got changed. And they're on, at least one of them is on every day this week up to Tuesday, till tomorrow. There's nothing really going on Wednesday, but Thursday's the big day. This Thursday midnight is when the new movie comes out, and it's tradition to see the new Harry Potter films at the midnight release and to have a huge line party in the movie theater. Now, normally, a lot of people don't get work off that day. They go to the movie after a long day at work, and they take off Friday, or they just come into work exhausted. But this is a special event. This is the last film. And I found out that a much larger portion of people were going to be taking literally both days off, because it's essentially it's a religious holiday, and so to many people it really is. I know that a few people even told their employers that they were going to family celebrations, and that is not a lie. That is the absolute truth. I want anyone to try to fight the fact that that's not true. So based on that, we are having events from 11 a.m. all the way till the movie release at midnight. 11 a.m. we're having dueling lessons, wand dueling in Central Park. At 12:30 we're then moving to another section of the park for a picnic, and we're going to read some sections from the Deathly Hallows. We're then moving on at 2:30. We're going to a local bar. This is our 21 plus part of the day. There is a bar near Columbus Circle called Barcelona Bar. They are what's known as a shot bar. They have 100 novelty bar shots that have all kinds of themes or music or props that are involved. One of the shots, which is the reason why we go to this bar every year for the last 3 years, is they have a Harry Potter shot. And the Harry Potter shot is a spectacle. It's this flaming extravaganza of a shot, and the bartenders put on a costume and as they prepare these shots. And normally when you go to this bar, you'll have one shot, and you'll be there by yourself, and you'll get a Harry Potter shot, and they'll put on a little show for you. Well, when we go, we have about 30 to 40 people, so we order all the shots at once, and let's just say it's a lot like the forest in the later chapters of Hunger Games. when those drinks light up, and that's just absolutely spectacular. And we're going to be there. We're going to be in the bar for about 2 hours. Then we're moving on to a diner for dinner before the movie. And at 7 o'clock, we're moving to Columbus Circle to take a huge group photo. And then after that, we are going to parade up Broadway to the AMC Lincoln Square 13 Theater, and that's where we're going to get online. And we're going to be online for about 4 to 5 hours, and we're just going to turn the line into one big party. If anyone wants more details on all that, they can go to our website, which is www.hp-nyc.com. And each one of those events that I listed is listed as a separate event, so you can RSVP to all of them or a few of them. And to those of you who don't have tickets for the midnight showing, because they did all sell out, you can absolutely feel free to hang out with us for the entire day. And just, when they don't let you in the theater, that could just be the end of the day. But we would love to have you for the rest of the day. Can I go on? Because there's a lot more, actually.
Yeah. I was just going to say that's so cool, and I have a feeling that a lot of our listeners right now are sort of crying because they don't live in New York City and would love to be able to participate in all of this.
Well, I'm in touch with a lot of other groups all throughout the United States. If you don't know about a group in your state or city that's affiliated with Harry Potter, just you gotta Google it. I know that Chicago has a huge Harry Potter presence. Texas, the Alamo Draft House, I don't know what part of Texas it's in, but they're having a huge Harry Potter extravaganza. They're even preparing special Harry Potter meals. St. Louis, well, of course, Florida. Florida's got that. Ohio, of course, yeah. How can I forget about Ohio? Ohio has a huge Harry Potter group, HP Ohio, and they are amazing, and they absolutely know how to party. So if you're a Harry Potter fan and you think you don't have any fans around you, just go to meetup.com, search in your state, or just Google, and I'm sure you'll find someone or some group of people that's doing something. There's even things going on in New York that we're not even running. And they're going on roughly at the same time. Scholastic Bookstore is having read-alongs for kids. I think it's the only thing simultaneously going on with us. And then
Scholastic
Friday night
is shares. Obviously, they also publish the Hunger Games, so there's a parallel right there.
Absolutely, yeah. And if you've never been to the Scholastic Bookstore in Soho, it's stunning. It's such a fun place to be. I'm pretty sure they have a really huge Mockingjay pin, like a big statue or something.
Oh wow!
I'm not sure if it's still there anymore. I'm not sure if it's still there anymore. It might be on tour. I'm not sure. But I remember seeing that they had a giant pin. It's almost like a shield, I guess. When you're that big, it's no longer a pin. It's more like a shield. Let me just speed up along with some of the other stuff. Friday night, the Upright Citizens Brigade, which is an improv comedy troupe, they're having 2 different Harry Potter themed shows. One of them is a fake Harry Potter musical, no relation to a Harry Potter musical on the internet, and the other one is a improv fight between Slytherin and Gryffindor.
Oh my God!
I would have to say those are probably both rated R. Especially,
wow.
Especially the improv fight, which is on at midnight, and that I went to that last year. You laugh so hard you can't even breathe. The improv comics, they are all hardcore Harry Potter fans, so the jokes are. Let's be honest, if you don't read the books, you're not going to get them. But if you read the books, you're going to die. Like, absolutely hysterical. And there's also an unfortunate amount of Hufflepuff hate, but I think you just got to get used to that. And the other big deal is my own group is having a huge party on Saturday the 16th, and that's going to be in Hoboken at 6 o'clock, and that's our VV Day party, our Victory Over Voldemort party. What this is that we wanted to think, what's the best way to hold a victory party? And we thought to ourselves, let's look at history. So we are throwing a 1940s themed Harry Potter party. We are going to have swing dancing, 1940s music. We have 2 amazing bands performing, Swish and Flick and Diagon Alley. It's just going to be an absolute amazing event. And tickets are still available for that. You can find out through the website I listed. And I just found out about another event on Sunday the 17th. I haven't posted about this yet, but I will soon. New York Comic-Con is hosting a screening at the Ziegfeld Theater where they're going to have costume contests and trivia contests. Our own group might be involved in that and helping them run it. We're still in negotiations with that.